I can only tell them stop playing
Of all the
politics.
sheriffs in Santa Cruz County history, Tony Estrada has served the longest and will retire with 28 years as the county's top lawman. That's in addition to 25 years with the Nogales Police Department. The 77-year-old has spent over half his life in law enforcement. Born in Sonora and raised in Nogales, Arizona, I sat down with Estrada to ask about his decades of service and how the community has evolved over the years. I know there's probably a lot of memories you have, but is there something that you think that you are most proud of that you've been able to give this community?
I guess this particular building has been a goal of mine for a long time. I finally convinced the supervisors and county manager at that time said it's time for us to move from that old building. A lot of liability, a lot of issues that we had. So this is a great accomplishment, I think, because it's a home. It's a home for my law enforcement family here.
Santa Cruz County is very much a border community. Your colleagues on the federal side at times have identified this as ground zero for drug and human smuggling, and you're smiling. So, has it been that?
When you look at the border, you're looking at something that's very complex. There's the drugs that are coming through, obviously, through every border, especially here in Arizona as well. But you have this tremendous demand for drugs. If it weren't that, we wouldn't have that issue. If we didn't have poverty around the world, we wouldn't have people trying to come over here. So you have to be very mindful and sympathetic and have empathy and compassion for some of those things that occur during the border. But the rhetorics do not reflect that. They paint a very dark picture about the border and the things that are happening, and they're trying to control it. And sometimes the methods that they're utilizing are not particularly humane.
How have border issues challenged your ability to create a safe environment here in Santa Cruz County?
Well, I think we have an opportunity because we have a lot of law enforcement present. The things that you would normally associate with drugs coming across the border, like drive-bys, kidnappings, murders, gangs, are very, very rare here. We don't see that. A lot of this traffic is going to Tucson and Phoenix. That's where the product is going. A lot of the people that cross in the border are not staying here. They're going somewhere else. So this is just an entry point.
Given that you were with Nogales Police before you became sheriff of this county, would you say that the wall has also helped impact safety here? I mean, did it create a new layer of defense?
The wall is just another option. It's never has been the answer, never has been the solution. Walls have never been the solutions around the world. It's just an option that is applied. It's a deterrent. It'll slow people down, obviously, and it will make it more difficult. Here, unfortunately, the wall makes it not only more difficult, but it makes it more dangerous. It makes it more dangerous for people out there that try to cross, especially because they're being funneled through rough terrain, remote terrain, which is very dangerous for them. There's predators up there, animals and human predators as well. So all it creates is probably more problems than anything else.
What about the way people perceive law enforcement? That's changed here in the last year.
It has. I don't think it has changed here because we're a very tight community. I think, police officers, the deputies, people that work here in law enforcement know people, families, and everybody else. So they're very supportive in that sense. I don't think we've ever had an issue where, like now that they want to defund or limit the budgets on police. I would like to think that people would like to see more money going to local police here. So the community has always been very supportive of the police. That's why we have a safe community, because we have a community that cares and they support law enforcement.
For whoever replaces you, what would be your advice? What would be your message of, hey, you're stepping into the new role of sheriff in town. Here's what you ought to know.
I think they need to listen to the people that I have currently working for me, my command staff and my employees. Listen to their voices, work with them, understand what the operations are of this department, what the budget limitations are, what the issues are, that person either sit down with me or sit down with my staff when he comes into office Don't assume that you have all the answers. Believe me, my success has been based on the people that work for me. If it weren't for that, I would not be successful.
It's no secret that this job is political. How have you managed that balance of politics and public safety?
You know what? I've always considered myself a diplomat rather than a politician. I think that has helped me trying to, bridge things between people and have people feel comfortable with me and not being a politician, but being somebody that really cares about the community. So I think I mostly consider myself a diplomat, and I've said that before. I don't consider myself a politician. I just happen to be a politician because the office calls for it.
That being said, you've survived how many elections? 7? 8?
Seven, and let me tell you that I think seven might be my lucky number. I was born in July, the seventh month. I'm on my seventh term, and I'm 77 years old.
You buy yourself a lottery ticket now.
I tried, but no luck. But I've had all the luck in the world, so I don't need money.
You're one of the longest serving sheriffs in the state of Arizona. Journalists like myself will write the headlines, but what do you hope becomes of your legacy?
I would like people to think that I come from humble beginnings, and because of this great country, I was given an opportunity and a voice as sheriff, and that I tried my best.
Okay, Sheriff Tony Estrada of Santa Cruz County, thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.